There was a time when the goal of any lacrosse player was to become the best two-way player he or she could be, a force both offensively and defensively. Our first player inducted this year could very well be the poster boy for two-way play. After playing his minor lacrosse with the Garrard Road Minor Association, the Oshawa native graduated to the Whitby Jr A program and had a very successful junior career. The Builders won 3 Minto Cups during his time there in 1980, 84, and 85, and the 1984-85 team was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2019. Although at over 6 feet and 200 pounds, he was a formidable defensive presence, he still chipped in over 2 points per game over his junior career. After graduating from junior lacrosse, he joined the Brooklin Redmen and played there for 16 seasons, retiring in 2000. Still considered an outstanding defender during his major tenure, he still contributed offensively, averaging nearly 1.5 points per game over his 381-game career, and finishing 4th in MSL scoring in 1991 with 51 points. He would finish his senior career with 192 goals and 324 assists for 516 points, and tack on 1,003 penalty minutes. Now, before you cringe, that sounds like a hell of a lot of penalty minutes, a hell of a lot of time in the sin bin. That works out to 2.5 minutes a game. That's pretty damn good for a physical defensive player, in my opinion. In 1994, he was awarded the Merv McKenzie Trophy as the OLA's outstanding defensive player. But by far his most cherished victories were team ones. He was a part of 4 Mann Cup winning teams while with the Redmen, winning the Cup in 1987, 88, 90, and 2000, and was a key member of the 1985-91 Brooklyn team inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2006. He himself was recognized for his outstanding career with induction into the Ontario Lacrosse Hall of Fame in 2019. And with this award to go with 3 Minto and 4 Mann Cups, he tonight enters the National Hall of Fame, the epitome of a great two-way lacrosse player, Eric Perroni.
Good evening. It's not very often I wear a suit and tie, but I figure tonight's events warrant it. I'm very thrilled and honored to be inducted into the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame, and I would like to congratulate my fellow inductees. It seems like 50 years ago, actually it was 50 years ago, that I began playing lacrosse. My first game was at Willow Park on an asphalt surface for Garrard Road Minor Lacrosse. Came home with 2 bloody knees and not sure that I was ever going to go back. The following week I was right back there, and I never stopped until I was 37 years old. Some of the coaches I remember from my early days in Garrard Road Minor Lacrosse were Bud Kernahan, Al Gerard, Jim Mason, and Pete Burns. These coaches made the game fun. When I was about 14, we had a new coach, and his name was Albert Tran. Suddenly things changed. Albert Tran was fun. Albert Tran knew a lot about lacrosse. He had played lacrosse at a high level, and he knew lots. For me, that meant my game changed a lot. He taught me a lot of things. It wasn't about just being big out there. It was about using your skill and having fun. So when I was 15 years old, I tried out for the Junior A lacrosse team. I thought, what the heck? My brother was trying out. Some of the older guys I played with were trying out. I thought I'd give it a try too. Unbeknownst to me, I made the team. I don't know why, but I did. It was an exciting year in 1980. We made it to the Minto Cup, winning the Minto Cup in New Westminster, BC. My next couple of years of Junior A lacrosse had their ups and downs, no championships. In 1984, we had a new coach, Peter Vipond, and he was still assisted by Albert Tran. We went on to win the Minto Cup again in New Westminster. In 1985, we won the Minto Cup again in Whitby, and that ended my Junior A career. Some of the coaches I remember from Junior A, Albert Tran, Peter Vipond, Neil Armstrong. I thank Jim Brady and Jim Hinkson for giving me the opportunity to start playing when I was 15 years old. My senior career spanned over 15 years. In that time, we won 4 Mann Cup championships, several Ontario championships, and had a long span of undefeated regular season. Some of the teammates I remember from those times: John Fusco, Gilbert Noondike, Paul Gate, Gary Gate, Ken Colley, Wayne Colley, Derek Keenan, the who's who of great lacrosse players. Also, coaching: Peter Vipond, Albert Tran. Managing: Bob Dignan, Bob Vesey, and Paul Cotton. But I would be remiss to not mention somebody who was very important to me getting into the Ontario Lacrosse Hall of Fame, Larry Power. Luckily, I was able to talk to him before he passed, before I got into Lacrosse Hall of Fame. They say it takes a village to raise a child. It also takes a village to support a particularly active lacrosse player. And I'd like to thank my village. My brother Andy, who played junior and senior lacrosse with me. My sister Suzanne. My mother and father Janet and Tony. And especially my biggest fan, my mother, who passed away earlier this year. This is for you, Mom. Thanks, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Perroni.
Thanks very much. Thanks. Thanks so much.